Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan. With me, as always, is my good buddy Rob.
Hey, folks. Hey, Guy. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing swell. How are you doing?
I'm doing swell as well.
Ooh. In this COVID hell.
It's COVID. The COVID-10 is making my belly swell.
Uh-huh. It really is, isn't it?
It is. So you like video games?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Make your palms sweaty?
I do.
Some. Mom spaghetti?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have a hood to put on. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Do-do-do-ch. Is that how that song goes?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure. All right. Enough tomfoolery and shenanigans. Let's talk about some video games.
Well, before we talk about video games, Rob, I have one bit of housekeeping. And it's to remind everyone that we have a Patreon. And if you'd like to support us doing this every week, just go to patreon.com/thegrumpyoldgamers. And you can, for $1, $2, or $5 a month, you can support us. We're waiting till we get a couple more people. We're going to do some draws once we get a couple more people. We got some stuff that we can give away.
Oh, some sweet stuff.
Some sweet video game related stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys want a kidney? You have two of them? Yeah, 2 kidneys. They only have 1 kidney, right? No, you have 2 kidneys.
Kidneys.
Oh,
boy.
You can have one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because the kidney thing is where they get you in the bathtub with the ice. And
yeah.
Okay.
They just steal one. And
you can probably have one. I'd offer my pancreas, but it's no good to anybody. So yeah, support us. Do it.
And you may get Rob's kidney. I don't know.
Support us or the kidney gets it. We're going to put that on a t-shirt.
That's a good slogan. We should add that to the website. Hurry, buy that domain.
Hurry or the kidney gets it?
Yeah. Yep. Just that little reminder for everyone. And we'll move right on into news. So Sega is celebrating their 60th birthday right now. And they had some huge sales on Steam and other places. But Steam really seems to be where they're focusing their sales because they also offered these mashup games that they're releasing special for the 60 years. The first one is called Streets of Kamurocho.
Yeah.
But it's a Streets of Rage looking game using characters from the game Yakuza, which is a Sega franchise as well.
That's very cool.
Yeah. There's also they're all timed as well, I think. I think each one's coming out in a week. And I'm not 100% sure. I was looking at them. They say free to play, but I don't know if that means it's just for a short time or if you can actually download them or just play them.
It does say, I'm looking at the Polygon article here, and it says a raft of free games for you to pick up between Thursday and next Monday. So tomorrow.
Okay.
If you haven't signed up for them yet. And something even more special, more important. But you keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that Streets of Rage with the characters from Yakuza. There's a title called Golden Axe, which is they released basically what they had for a remake, which was coming out called Golden Axe Reborn. So there's that.
Very clever title for that then, Golden Axe. Yeah.
Another one called Endless Zone, which is it's a blend of Fantasy Zone and something else. Oh, Endless Universe. I don't know. I remember Fantasy Zone, but I don't remember Endless Universe.
I don't either.
But it's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. And then there's Armor of Heroes, a multiplayer tank battle game.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
And the Nights into Dreams, I guess, eh?
Nights into Dreams. Is
Yeah,
that
finally
another?
Sega's offering Nights into Dreams over the next 60 days, free to Steam users who will link their accounts to the email address through Sega's official celebration page.
Oh,
Yeah, Nights was the Sega Saturn game. That was,
right.
yeah, it was really good. Had that massive 3D controller that didn't take off. It was like twice as big as a Duke. Yeah. So after the show's done, you should pick up Golden Axe because it's only today you can pick it up.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that. So that'll be old news by the time we release this.
It's true.
So sorry, folks. Hope you're on that. On top of that.
So the most important mashup with the with Sega is the fact that there's a Sonic the Hedgehog costume in Fall Guys
Yes,
that you can get right now.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was looking at the requirements to get it, and I think you got to win 10 matches.
You got to 5 crowns for the top, 5 crowns for the bottom.
So that's winning 10 matches, right? Or
they did make it easier to win crowns by leveling up now.
oh,
So
okay,
it used to be if you, by leveling up you could get 6 even if you didn't win. Now it's like 21 you can get.
Okay.
But you have to get like level 36 to get like the.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can win crowns by just continuously playing.
Is it limited? Do you know that costume, or is it?
That they don't say.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty.
So.
I played a bit of Fall Guys yesterday and saw a few people with that outfit.
Oh yeah, it was like a third of the guys in the last game I played were Sonics.
Awesome.
It's a pretty nice outfit though.
Still a lot of Sonic love out there.
There is.
Well, you know what? Since we started talking about Fall Guys, the season 2 launched, the medieval themed one. I got on there, tried a couple of the new maps. Good stuff. They tweaked some of the other maps too.
Yes.
I forget the name of the map, but it's the one with the spinning discs. And you got to jump on the spinning discs, get to the end. At the end of that, where you would fall off the ledge and then just basically have to run, there's like a foot or like a hammer.
It's a big hammer, yeah. Big Yeetus, they're calling it.
Oh, and it can like bash you over the finish line almost, right? Like if you can get in front of it. So.
If you can get hit at the right time, it does that. Otherwise, it sends you flying off. Or it's a big risk, big reward.
So yeah, impressed with the new maps I did get to try, and like the tweaks that they've done. So Fall Guys, still
there's
good.
Can I go off on it a little bit? Yeah,
absolutely.
There's a couple different new levels, like you were saying there. Some where you actually have to pull. You have to pull ramps and things to get through hoops and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. You can actually get a nameplate now. It's in the interface section on your guy there. So you can win things like a Cool Bean, Big Yeetits, or Hugs a Lot. So you're still Fall Guy, whatever, but you can have like a subtitle underneath your name there.
Okay.
The big thing for a lot of people was the crowns. There's now more crowns. Like it says, you can win 21 just by leveling up.
Okay.
And a big thing, I don't know if you noticed, when you start, you can hit X to get to a show selector.
Oh, I did see that, but I didn't participate in that.
Yeah, so what it is, there were so many people complaining about team playing that you can either have the main show, or when you go in there, you can select Gauntlet Showdown. And what Gauntlet Showdown is no team games. Oh. It's just the gauntlets, just the running, like the one versus everyone, right?
So, right.
And those ones are timed.
Okay.
like they'll have like 6 days or 7 days, and so it's suggesting that there might be different playlists throughout that. But that's in there for people who don't like the team games.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I mean, I always liked being in the team games because it always meant no matter how bad you were at a game, you had a chance of winning if your
Yeah,
teammates didn't suck. So
exactly, right?
as we call it, the grumpy old gamer helper. But
Well, I'm just glad. I'm just glad that the second season's looking like it's a hit as well.
absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
I was worried a little bit about the sophomore jinx, but yeah, they produced some good new maps and proved that they could create new content. So
Yep, you bet. And like they're doing some crossovers too now. Like there's Sonic. There's also who else did they say here? What do we got here? We got a jacket from Hotline Miami, Bulletkin from Enter the Gungeon,
oh, that's an
and
outfit.
yeah, I guess,
Oh,
and
okay.
Peabody from Portal.
Oh,
So I
that's
guess they've got
great.
a lineup of people who are wanting to have crossovers because it's the hotness, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So good for them. It's a
yeah,
nice little hit.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
if anyone out there is looking, hurryorthekiddengetsit.com is available as a domain. So you can go to
Is it the kitten
GoDaddy or
or the kidney?
Kitten.
The kitten gets it. Okay.
Hurry or the Kidden Gets It.
If you would like to buy us that domain, you can email us at
Don't buy
makeusgrumpy.
that domain. that all right, yeah. Grumpy old, not grumpy old gamers. Grumpy old fall guy. Go play it. It's awesome.
All right.
Segways. This might be
So,
why we don't have sponsors.
yeah. So also this week, PlayStation had another little state of play, and this time it was all about their new UI. Uh,
Yeah,
you got a chance to check that video out as well?
I did. Yeah. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's some cool stuff like the cards they're calling it, and it seems to be kind of a list of things that you've like if you're playing a game or if you've taken screenshots in that game or news that you need to know or messages. There are these cards that appear kind of in a row. Um, they do some cool stuff though. Like they were showing with the new Sackboy game. Like there was one of them that it had like 30% on it, or was it 60? Whatever it was. It showed a percentage. And then it was like if you actually looked at the card, it told you um, to complete this level, you needed to get these three things.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the bottom, it also showed how an estimated time, like of gameplay, how long it would take you to probably finish this level.
Yeah.
And then there also on those items, and I imagine this is all optimized for obviously for PS5 and it being, you know, a Sony licensed game. Um, you could click on the thing you were looking for and watch a little how-to video.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering, like, it didn't go to YouTube or anything. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
if developers are being um, asked to like create these little videos, or if it'll only be like Sony games that utilize this.
Sure.
It's hard to say, right? Um, oh, something else that's cool that they talked about was the spoiler-free screenshot.
Yes. Yeah.
If you share a screenshot to people on your friends list and they don't have that game in their list, or if they haven't reached that point in the game, there'll be a spoiler warning before they can open up that picture.
Very cool.
Cool stuff. Like, you know, is it the kind of stuff that you'll just expect to be there? Or is it just going to be cool, neat things that nobody actually uses? It's going to be really hard to say, right?
Yep. It's one of those things that's it's great to have it in there, but yeah, I'll have to see.
I think
We'll have to see.
I think that was all the cool things I kind of remember from that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was quite a bit faster.
Yeah,
Um, and a lot less clutter, I thought. Like when they're showing on the Ratchet and Clank thing there and all the little icons at the top and bottom. Like
yeah,
PlayStation, I've always found to have. It's very hard to find where things are sometimes, like which
yeah.
menu you have to get to, and this looks a little cleaner, a little more easy to get around in, which they probably couldn't have made it harder if they tried. But hopefully, yeah, we'll have to see.
um, yeah. So it's um, yeah, cool looking UI. I mean, I'm gonna get a PS5 eventually.
Right,
I'm definitely not in a hurry. I've mentioned it before. The thing that was driving me was Miles Morales. Like that was the
right,
game that I. But I'm gonna buy it on my PS4 because I want to
yep,
experience it more than the fancy graphics. I just want more of that story because I love
right,
that game
right.
so much. So
Yeah, I'm curious to see some gameplay videos of just how different the two versions look, because I'm sure someone will do that
oh, absolutely,
and to see
absolutely.
how much of a difference it is, right? Because is it enough to for old guys like us with bad eyes to notice? Who knows?
Who knows?
Not this guy.
So I think that's all we got about the UI. Uh, Analog. You know what, man? I am gonna save my pennies, and I'm actually gonna get one of their devices one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty pricey, but in this case, it's actually decent. The price is decent.
Yeah,
Um, I'm alluding to they've announced that they're bringing back the TurboGrafx 16 in an analog console.
yeah. Not even just the 16, the Turbo Duo, which is the
Right.
one that had the 16 and the CD built in together,
Yes. Right. Yeah.
which brand new is, or not brand new, but if you were to buy on eBay, it's pretty flippin' ludicrous to buy. I'm gonna look it up right now while you talk.
Yeah. I mean, the analog stuff, it's top notch, and it's all stuff that you know they put a lot of love into their stuff. And any reviews you read, it's just people just love the stuff, and uh, I really do want to get my hands on one of their devices one day. I'm actually really holding out for the getting my hands on their portable device.
Yep, yep.
I forget what it's actually called, but
The Pocket, the Analog Pocket.
Analog Pocket,
Yep.
which they're also adding a module so that you can play these games, I believe, on the Pocket as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, they are. Just the Hue card ones, obviously. But
right, right,
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, on eBay there's a Turbo Duo that works. Goes for about $500.
yeah.
Canadian. That's Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that are going for 400, 450. Yeah, the box sells for 200. So the fact that this bad boy is selling for 200 American, and it's a completely new, like you don't have to deal with recapping or getting the laser fixed or any of that stuff, and it'll output HDMI.
Oh, I also love that Analog has a relationship with 8-bit Do
Yes. Yep.
because they're pushing their um their 8-bit Do's controller. Um, so is that how much it is? I was just trying to look
Yeah.
here quick. Oh yeah,
199 American. They're saying. Yep.
199. Wow, man, oh man, that's a great price for that. Great
And
price.
on top of it, I just noticed this.
Mm-hmm.
It also supports the Super Graphics, which I believe was the short-lived. It was known as the PC Engine 2, so it was the
Oh
sequel.
yeah, and that never made it to North America. I don't think, did it?
Don't believe so. It was true 16-bit. It was in 1990. Modest updates to the hardware. Only 6 retail games. They sold only 75,000 units.
Oof.
But I mean, can imagine what those go for. Like, because there were 70,000 of them sold. Just
Right.
imagine what they sell for on eBay, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it had 4 times the RAM of the TurboGrafx, a second video chip with its own video RAM. Um, yeah, like it was a pretty neat. Yeah, it was a pretty neat system that just never did anything. There were 5. Oh wow, there were 5 actual games, and then a 6th one that was a standard PC Engine game that had slight enhancements if you put it in the Super Graphics.
Wow. Okay.
So you had 1941 Counterattack, Ideens, Battle
But
Ace.
1941 is in the top-down shooter.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Dama Kimura. Oh, Ghouls and Ghosts. Okay. So the Japanese version of Ghouls and Ghosts. And Maido King Granzort. And then the game that is just better on the Super Graphics is Darius Plus. So a lot of shooters.
Wow. Yeah.
Almost all shooters.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I mean,
So
this is great.
something else to add to my wish list.
Yeah. Now, if anyone's interested in getting this, I would really recommend signing up for notifications. And when you find out where it is, just settle in. If it's 6 a.m, open a bunch of windows up, just refresh them, maybe a couple computers, because these go ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
Like all analog stuff on launch. And this has got a lot of attention because it's so much cheaper than actually buying the system. So
Yeah, they're known for kind of doing runs of stuff, right?
yeah.
Um like even the analog pockets at 199.
Yep.
So just kind of shows the deal that you're getting with this system.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Analog making lovely, lovely things.
Mm-hmm.
And in our last bit of news, Rob, they released a trailer for the new Monster Hunter movie this week.
Right.
So it stars Mila Jovovich.
Easy for you to say.
And I don't know, you didn't watch the trailer. Yeah. So
I couldn't care less, obviously. Sorry,
yeah.
but
No,
yeah. Tell us about it.
So they're taking a weird route where modern soldiers, like Mila Jovovich is like a U.S. Army soldier, and they accidentally activate this portal that takes them into the world of Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, I don't understand, why didn't they just tell a Monster Hunter story? Like, why did they have to transport them from? So this really could go either way. I'm really thinking it's probably going to go the way of the not so good. But the guy who's directing it is the guy who did the first couple Resident Evil movies with Mila.
Okay.
And I mean, they told their own story too.
They sure did.
They didn't follow they didn't follow Resident Evil at all.
Nope, not at all.
From the video games, but they have the iconic sword in there that you've seen in pictures of the game and stuff, the big bone sword.
Mm-hmm.
She meets a monster hunter in the game and looks like he trains her to be, a monster hunter. And cool. It's Tony Jaa is the guy in that. He made his name in the Ong Bak action movies. Yeah.
Sure.
But he was like, he made 3 of them and like became this mega star with it, but in Thailand. But yeah.
So who's picking this up? Is it Netflix or Amazon or?
It's going to theaters.
It's going to theaters. What are those?
Yeah.
Tell me more about these theaters, these mystical places where we used to go and get the popcorn.
Get some popcorn and sit in the dark place with people. No, it says it's coming to theaters. So
Oh,
I didn't see who's putting it out, but it'll be like New Line or one of those smaller.
right.
One of those
Did New
smaller.
Line do all the Resident Evils too?
Yeah.
Seems like it'd be the kind of thing they'd do if they were all the same company, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see the production company here. I can't see who it is just by skimming. Anyways. Oh, this is Constantine Films.
Oh.
Is putting this out. But the director, so I think him and Mila Jovovich were actually married for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward.
So he did directing. He's done a bunch of video game movies, actually.
Okay.
So he did Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. All right.
He
got my interest.
He also directed Event Horizon, which is
a good movie. Yeah.
A sci-fi movie that messed me up.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting a trip to hell and back. Oh,
spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen
for 1997 movie, for a 23-year-old movie.
Yeah.
He directed Resident Evil. He directed Alien vs. Predator.
Well, they can't all be winners. They were good till then.
I thought he did the first couple, but he just did the first one.
Okay.
And then he did, I think, the last one, which was Resident Evil. Oh, he did the last two. Resident Evil Afterlife and Retribution.
Okay.
Oh, the last three. I should have kept reading.
How many were there?
Dude, I have no idea.
Is that if he did the first one, the last three, were there more than four?
Yeah. There's definitely a two and a three, and I don't know where Afterlife comes into the equation. And it doesn't mention. Ooh, but it was in 3D.
Oh my.
So yeah, he's definitely got a niche.
Sure.
Whether you like his stuff or not. He likes doing the video game movies, that it seems. Yep. And Capcom seems to keep hiring him to
well, there you go.
To do his
stuff. There you go.
So yeah, that's it for news, Rob. Why don't you tell us what you've been playing this week?
Well now. I've been playing like we were talking earlier, I delved into the Fall Guys season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Still really enjoying it. Like I'm really digging they've got this one gauntlet style race where it's all night themed and you're walking across these rolling pillars that have spikes on them and big axes and
that one's great.
It's been good. I'm really enjoying the new themes and kind of the changes they made with it. But it's Fall Guys, so you kind of know what you're getting. The kids and I have been playing through the Untitled Goose game again.
Okay.
In 2-player mode.
Nice.
Which it's a lot of fun, honestly. Like it's just a way of redoing a lot of the different puzzles, seeing the ways you can do them differently with 2 people. Like now, if we're trying to sneak into the pub, you can have one go in the box, and the next once you're in, you can distract the guy so the other one can come in. And it's got a play factor or a thing in it where the geese can only get so far away from each other.
Okay.
And then they can't go further. So that you have to kind of keep tethered to each other a little bit. And
that's good.
It's been good. It's and it's a free upgrade for anyone who has this, which a lot of people do. So
hopefully we've pushed a lot of people to
to
get it, because man, oh man, it's a good game.
It's Metal Gear Solid with a goose, or in this case 2. So yeah, it's a stealth-based goose action.
Fair enough.
Which sounds like it could be a Google search for something unsavory, but it's good family fun. And then the last game I played continuing with my theme of family-rated G games, is Cat Quest,
Okay.
which is a series which has been out a long time, but on Switch it was like $2 now, or $2.18 or something like that Canadian. And I had played this originally on Apple Arcade when it came out, and I had the free month trial. So I'm like, okay. So I tried it out. I've been playing. I'm playing it a few hours now, and it's like an isometric Zelda game with cats and dragons, and
Okay.
it's definitely a lot more kid friendly. But some of the fighting does get very deep. There's magic and things like that, which and there's dodge rolls, and it's deceptively challenging. And it's also very easy, if you're going the wrong way, to run into something that you have you should not be fighting.
Okay.
And it'll show a little skull over the guy's head when you get like that. And so I didn't notice that at first. I walked up and tried to slice him. I hit him for 1, and he hit me for like 400. And my cat just basically exploded. No, it didn't explode. It fell over. It just exploded in a pile of. So yeah, it's a great game. I know there's a second one as well, and the series has kind of got a lot of love out there. A lot of people really liking it.
Okay.
So right now, if on Switch, it's $2. So I can't recommend it enough. Try it if you're a big fan of Zelda type games. So
right, I might have to give her a try.
For $2, can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You got all those gold coins all saved up from all the cheap bad games you've been buying. So
exactly. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. And that's the games I've been playing. How about you there? Did you play any No Man's Sky?
Of course I did. Actually, yeah, I played a bunch of No Man's Sky this week.
There you go. There you
go. But I don't bring it up unless there's something. But okay, I'll bitch a little bit about it. So with the No Man's Sky Beyond release, they redid like the biomes of all the planets.
Okay.
And like changed some of them. And anyway, so I probably have 30 refinery planets where I just warp to each one and collect the refinery goods and go on. So I spent almost 2 days of like playing, so almost like 4, maybe 5 hours of playing, going and cleaning up all these refineries, because some of them, when they redid the planets, they're like, the refineries are half in mountains now, or they're buried under grass, or like so I had to go and clean that all up. So I like the changes, but I don't like that they messed with my refineries. You don't mess with my refineries.
Sure. Yeah.
But other than that, I love the update. So it's only a tiny little like nit to pick.
Sure.
And
what else there, guy?
Sorry, I'm distracted doing something else. Multitasking during the show. How bad of me. So I know I talked a little bit about Bulletstorm last week.
You did.
I've been playing it more. Dividing my time between that and Overwatch, the Halloween stuff in Overwatch. So Bulletstorm is its own kind of awesome. Like, this game, like every other level, is a like master set piece of like giant sci-fi action. Like you're in the back of a vehicle, and this giant mining wheel is like cutting back and forth across your path as you're trying to escape, and these gyrocopters are flying at you, and guys in other vehicles. Like, it's bat poop crazy, Rob. This game is bat poop crazy.
Right.
And I'm loving every minute of it. And it just gets funnier and funnier playing with the Duke Nukem mod, because 50% of the time he's playing along, and I mentioned this last week, 50% of the time he's playing along, and then the other 50% of the time he's like, what am I even doing here? What's happening? Who are you? So they didn't just slap a Duke Nukem skin on the other main player. They actually re-recorded a bunch of dialogue
It's
specific for
funny.
this game.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes funny comments to the partner in the game, and um, I'm just about done it. I'm just about completed it. There's
Right on.
I'm just starting Act 6, so um, I'm sure you could get much better at it than I am with creatively killing people, but
Right.
I'm just kind of doing it more for the story, anyways. But for like a probably a almost 15-year-old game.
Yeah, it was
Well,
a entry PS3 game, or very close to an entry PS3
yeah.
game, I guess.
So
That's the way we do it here on the channel, because that's
I've run into some jank as well. Like I've had a couple of times I've had to restart missions because an event that's supposed to happen just isn't.
right.
Like, you kill everybody in a room and nothing's happening.
I think we should have a new phrase for that.
Mm-hmm.
I propose
Okay.
that we, from now on, in honor of the new Square Enix game, we call that Marvel Avengers syndrome.
Right. I did play some of that this week as well, continuing on with the campaign.
Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
because I experienced the syndrome
Yeah.
where I beat everybody up in a room and nothing happened, so I had to restart it.
Oh, that's a lot of jank for an $80 game.
It is.
Like when there's jank in Bulletstorm and you paid like, I'm assuming $3 to $5 for it.
Well, it was $70. I paid $9 because it's $40 regular.
Oh, sure.
But I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of it.
Oh, sure. Right
with Avengers, though, I came up to that part where they were talking about where if you're playing in single player,
mm-hmm.
and you gotta stand on the two pads.
Yep.
To open up a door. It's not it's not something you need to do to complete the story.
Okay.
But it's something that gets you a good piece of gear and rewards.
Mm-hmm.
But they fixed it.
Oh, good.
I was like, oh, this is the part they're talking about. So I went and stood on one. And I'm like, how the heck am I going to get the Hulk to go over there and stand on the other one? So then I walked over to the other one, and it marked them as I stood on them. They didn't make you stand on them at the same time. So I just had to go to one, then the other, and then the door opened.
Oh, so they didn't fix the AI of the characters to make them do it.
No.
You just made it so you didn't
Yeah.
have to wait for them. Well, all right,
it's a workaround.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. So
that leads me to the I played some Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 this week.
Oh yeah.
So I finally found a used copy, a decently priced used copy, because I don't know, I get on these quests where I see a game that never drops its price.
Yeah.
I don't even know, this game's got to be out almost a year at this point. Or
I think it might almost be 2. I think it was out while I was still working at the place that you work at.
Right.
The company we don't talk about.
And anyways, I've watched diligently. I'm a person who checks the e-store twice a week, and that game has not once gone on sale. It's been $80 the entire time.
Yeah.
And so it becomes my mission to not pay full price for that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think a lot of people actually, because there's been a surge of them suddenly at EB Games.
Right.
Where they actually have them. July 19th, 2019.
Oh, so like a year and a half, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Or getting up to a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, not on sale once. Unless it went on sale on that odd week where like I didn't check the store, but
right.
Hardly a day goes by where I don't play my Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm playing my Switch, I'm checking the store quick. So.
Sure.
But anyways, enough of the like financials of it. Yeah, the game is fun. You ended up playing it for your backlog of good intentions this week.
Yeah.
And you know what? Very similar. Like it still has the 4 characters in the lower left, and you kind of change them using your D-pad, and you've got One thing you were I don't know, I didn't notice this now,
Hmm.
whether it's still pictures with voiceover
Right.
or if they actually animated them. I'm thinking it's still pictures.
Right.
I'm
Hopefully
gonna
not like the 16-bit quality
no no they're
pictures from what I had, but
no no they're decent. But that's one thing that I'm really super impressed with, all the voice acting in the game.
right.
Holy crap. What
Yeah.
a So I've put a couple hours into it. Um it's fun. It's just a simple beat 'em up.
Hmm.
I love that every character you play plays differently.
Hmm.
I've changed up my roster quite a few times already. And nobody's it's not like, oh, here's the Hulk is skinned with the Brawler skin, and Drax and whoever else, Daredevil, I don't know, guys who punch.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys who punch.
Luke Cage, they
Hmm.
all just do the same. No, nobody does anything remotely the same. A lot of work was put into it.
Very nice. It's a
And
it's a shame it's still a Switch exclusive because, like you said,
yeah,
its price does not go down quite as often on Switch stuff.
I've heard people complaining about frame rate and slow down when things get a little hectic later. I haven't experienced it yet.
Sure. Are you playing Doctor and Portable there?
Portable.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good sign if it's not
Yeah.
happening in Portable. So
I yeah, it's I'm definitely going to play it some more.
excellent.
Yeah. Uh yeah, that yeah, I think that's all I've been playing this week. Nothing really. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is like the big new one that I added this week.
Right. Right. Very cool.
And so I mentioned for your backlog of good intention there, you did the first one. Did you want to comment
Sure.
any on that or?
Uh, it's it was all right. um, the story wasn't rocking me. It was fun little beat 'em up action. Like I have this. I don't know if it gets better, but it seems like every Avengers game I've ever played, you're fighting robots, and it's like I just something different. It's always Ultron's robots, Ultron's
Right,
robots. It's
right.
like,
Oh, wait, in
um,
the Avengers PC game,
mhm.
it's Ames robots. So I
Okay,
don't know. I don't know
they
what you're
mixed it right
complaining.
up.
I don't
That's
know what you're
great.
complaining about, Rob.
But I mean, it's I can see why it was popular. Like the RPG elements seem pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um, I may go back to it another time, but maybe not. I will have to see.
you should just get it on the Switch and
Yeah, totally. With my bag of money from all the Patreon. Oh, but yeah. Speaking of games that we played, nailed it. I saw your retro pick was
yeah,
a game that we both
yeah,
loved. Was Crazy Taxi on
yes,
Steam.
yeah. As part of the uh, um,
The Sega sales, right?
Sega's
Yeah,
60th birthday there.
yeah,
Yeah, it was like $1.37 or
yep, yep,
21 or just something, a dollar something for it.
yep,
And seriously, that's the best dollar something I've spent in a long time.
yep.
It runs
Absolutely.
great on my
Yep.
PC. And sometimes you play these Polygon games that they've ported to PC and they just look so soft,
Hmm.
you know? But you can set the resolution and right at the beginning there.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's great. Um, I nearly bought the Dreamcast pack,
Right.
but then I looked at it and that Knights game is in there, and it severely drives up the price of the pack because if you break out the pack, it's like to buy the pack is like $25, and that
Right.
Knights game is a 10 of that.
And do you want to know something terribly funny about that?
Sure.
Knights was not a Dreamcast game.
Oh,
It was a Sega Saturn game. It never came to Dreamcast.
Oh,
I've heard many other people complaining about that as well. Like, why
that
is
is.
this in the Dreamcast pack?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I mean, the system before,
Yeah.
Now, someone prove me wrong in the comments if I am wrong, but I'm 99% sure that never came. That never came out to Dreamcast, or if it did, it wasn't in North America.
Mm-hmm.
Nights.
So, anyways, I didn't end up picking up the pack because the only other game I really wanted in there was Jet Set Radio. Or
Yes.
Jet Grind.
Depends if you're in Europe or in North America.
Oh.
I think here it's Jet Set, and in Europe it's Jet Grind.
Okay.
I could have that entirely backwards.
Yeah, we're
I'm looking in my Xbox section now to see, because I did have it for Xbox.
Oh, that came out on Xbox, hey?
Yep.
Oh.
Jet Set. Yeah, Jet Set Radio.
Okay.
In North America, so.
Cool. And so in that game, you're like a rollerblading hoodlum.
Yep.
Skating around and tagging stuff, painting it, graffitiing.
Tagging it. Yo.
Tagging it, yo. And yeah, that's that game was some great fun too. I didn't get a chance to fire that one up, but I'm gonna, because if there plays anything close to Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just looking up. It was in development for the Dreamcast, the sequel.
Okay.
Never came out.
Oh.
So maybe that's why it's in there, I guess. But you know, speaking of the Dreamcast, an interesting rumor that for Sega's 60th birthday, they may be looking at doing a Dreamcast Mini. It's I've heard the rumor a few places. Like it's I think they would be insane not to.
Yeah. The Dreamcast has some serious.
Yeah.
Like, people seriously love it.
They love it. They love it. I wish they loved it more at the time, so it wasn't the last Sega system. But it's one of those things that people appreciate more that it's gone, I guess. So, but yeah, lots of great series, lots of great arcade games. Would love to see it. Do it, Sega.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it, please. Make a Sonic Adventure 3.
Yeah, what Rob said.
Yeah. It's or a good Sonic game. That would be good too. Like
just any good Sonic game. They do for a new one, right? Like there hasn't been an actual new Sonic game in Sonic Mania or whatever was like not really new, but kind of a homage to.
Yeah, and then they had Sonic Forces came out shortly after, and that didn't win a lot of people over. It was okay. It had some neat things in it, but yeah. So the official Sonic game was okay. The one Sonic Mania was not an official Sonic game; just had their blessing. Yeah, and it was fantastic.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, Sega, if you're listening to us, which you should be, do it,
please.
I just made a quick note while we were talking here, and I'm sure that doesn't make any sense, but I'll give you a little context. I thought we'll just have a quick little. I just wanted to get your opinion on this.
Sure.
So when PS4 launched,
yes,
okay, they didn't. There's no backward compatibility on a PS4.
Yes,
for PS3 games.
That's right.
They got rid, and there was something they got rid of with the PS3 early on, because the first PS3 that came out, you could play PS2 games on, but then subsequent models, they didn't have that in there anymore.
Yeah, they might add one or they might add the first and then like the first revision. So like not the second model, but like they had like a 1 and a 1S version of it. Yeah, that supported the backwards.
But still, people like, it was a big deal for them to say that they were offering all this backwards compatibility with the PS4 and then to take it away. Yeah. And it was just a realization I had. I read something and they're like, people are up in arms about this, everyone forgets because the PS4 didn't offer any backwards compatibility. The only real way you can play PS3 games is to get it
To get a PS3.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
even in the store, like PS3 games, you can't. I don't think you can buy them on the PS4. The only way you can get them is through PS Now or whatever their subscription
I
service
believe
is.
so. And I know the reason for it on a technology front is that the PS3 was that granddaddy of incredibly hard to write for hardware that does not emulate. Like even like if you watch some of these guys who review all these software emulation for retro video gaming, it's like there are a couple PSP games and the PS3, and they're like the hardest to emulate.
Really?
Because it was so different, and then the PS4 quickly dropped that language or whatever it is they used.
Okay.
And I mean, next to like the newest stuff, like the Wii U, just because they haven't been working on the emulator for that long.
Yeah.
I think that's CMU. And then what's the one for 3DS? It's like Cyrus or Citrus. It might be Citrus.
Okay.
Both of those are a little flaky because they're not getting a lot of love. They're getting better, but the PS3, like you see people playing Skate 3, and it's like you've got this Intel 11th generation or 10th generation 10900K, and it's barely pushing Skate 3 at 60 frames per second, right? So it's
yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, I can see why, you know, the PS3, but that I think that's why a lot of people were very excited about the backwards compatibility, because it would give them a chance to play it on something newer. But
yeah, a place to consolidate your games, right? I just wanted to bring it up because I thought that was interesting how they didn't even, it wasn't like, I don't even think it was a consideration for the PS4. They're just like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
And people put it under the making us grumpy section because you know what, it's making us grumpy now, but we're gonna forget about it in a few months. People aren't going to keep harping on it. I don't know. They'll just move on.
I wonder if it's a different situation. I think a little bit, if you want to kind of look at it in the sense of like when the PS4 came out, people were still getting really excited about new hardware, and there was like such a big leap from the PS3, or maybe not a huge leap, but it was like people were excited about the new hardware. And Xbox 360 wasn't really pushing the backwards compatibility either. Like there was some, but now it's like people are looking at. I think you mix in the pandemic where there's so many broke people. And now you've got Game Pass, where it's like now there is this huge, like Xbox is really pushing the backwards compatibility as well. Right? Like, hey, you want all these games to work? Like the Xbox are OG games. You want those to with new skins and everything, like come on board, right? It's it might be a lot to do with because Xbox and Sony have taken such different stances this time. Whereas with the PS4 and the Xbox One, they were both still on that same path of buy the new hardware because games. We got games.
So Xbox is like that friend that you have now, but that you hated in the beginning. Where you're like, this guy's such a jerk, like just trying to lock down his gear and make me buy more stuff. But now he's like, take all the games for one low price.
That's right. That's right.
And Sony's just keeping their stance of you'll buy our stuff and you'll like it.
Yep. You're going to have the first party games. Now in this case, neither system has like in my opinion, a game that is like, you need to buy the system to play this right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier, like Miles Morales. You can play it on PS4 if you want. Halo, which is still on like all the Xbox trailers and everything like that, isn't a launch title.
Didn't we look it up? Ratchet and Clank last week, I think, is the PS5 only.
Yeah, there's Ratchet and Clank, but was it coming out?
And the Sackboy game, yeah. We looked it up, and I thought it was longer, but we discovered it's actually a launch title. So that and Sackboy are like the games driving the PS5.
Yes, not exactly what you would have picked. I guess Godfall too. If you're
Yeah.
Godfall is like the Rise game where it's like, hey, it's a launch title.
Mm-hmm.
You might buy it because
Because you want to play
new.
something new.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. Like, it's really, it's like, I think there's like a game saturation happening at this point,
Sure.
where I think people are more excited about playing their older games with the newer graphics, and instead of like new titles. They're just, yeah, man, this is such a weird launch.
Yes.
There is nothing, like, there is no must-have title.
And it's like 3 weeks. It's not like it's months out still, right?
No.
Like it's like I keep forgetting. It's like, oh right, they're coming out in like 3 weeks.
So weird, man. So weird.
Yep.
I saw a list of games today. 25 games that are going to get updated for free on the Xbox.
Right.
And there is like all the Xbox, Microsoft Studio titles, of course, like Gears of War and Forza 4 and Forza Horizon 4 and stuff. We're all getting their free updates. But there's some weird stuff in there too. Nothing big. Like, yeah. Like, people are just hyped to get the new consoles, but there's nothing to play on it.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's a case of, it's almost like buying another PC. Like for those of us who do a lot of PC gaming, it's like you buy the new PC and then it's like you just play your old games and see how much better they look. This is like the first console generation where it's like play my old games and they'll look better.
Yeah. Faster load times, dude.
Faster load times and
yeah, it's so weird, man.
It is weird.
So weird.
It is weird. So buy an Amico.
There you go.
There's your new console right there.
They're still taking pre-orders on that?
I think so, yeah. I think you can go to GameStop and actually get one, so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Cool.
You gonna get
so I got to go to the States and go to a GameStop, or?
Oh, yeah.
EB Games?
I don't know. Walmart was taking them too.
Okay.
Let me talk to the people.
So people, we'd like to hear what you think about this new, if you're falling for the hype, or not falling for it, or if you're hyped for the new consoles, and if there's something we're missing that we think we should be considering with getting a new console.
You're doing a great job, Brian. Keep going.
I'm like I mentioned, I don't even have a 4K TV yet, and so all I would experience from a new console right now is faster load times. So I'm not gonna worry about that. not for a bit. Just wish my damn TV would die so I could get a new one. I'm gonna have to accidentally be drinking a glass of water by it or something and just.
Yep. Boy, I'm not seeing a lot of places to pre-order this in Canada.
Oh.
And actually on their website, it doesn't have Canada listed as a country for pre-orders. Now, where I pre-ordered it was right off their website.
Right.
So I suppose you can do it right on Intellivision, but...
Okay.
Intellivision.com.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if you're in Canada, you pre-order it from the website. Intellivisionamico.com. Nope, you don't buy it there either. I don't know how the hell you buy it if you didn't get the pre-order.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
I mean, was it Amazon?
Oh, maybe Amazon's got a link for it.
Yeah, maybe Amazon. Okay. I'm sure you could buy it from the American Walmart or EB Games as well. You know what? I don't freaking know.
Maybe for next week we'll have that.
We'll have an update.
Yeah.
Where to buy Amico Canada? Best Buy?
Tommy, if
Maybe
you're
Best
watching,
Buy.
if you're watching our videos, as you've been known to kind of do, we'd love to know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be some place to buy it. Still typing away madly here.
Well, Rob, we'll let you off the hook for now.
All right, I will have this for the next show. I bought mine on the pre-order there, you signed up for the thing, and so I've got the wood grain one coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about the whole PS3 on the PS4 thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of mention that and talk
Let
about it a bit.
Let us know in the comments how important backwards compatibility is, and I'd say we do a poll on the website. I don't know if polls are working yet.
No, I tried again yesterday. And
okay.
Don't get me started.
You won't like getting me started. You getting me started over here?
Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Go
Rob,
for it.
say goodnight.
Good night.
Okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. Good night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.